Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we are not going to look at Bitcoin. Not a lot has changed in the last day or 2 days, so if you want to know what I'm looking out for BTC, then please look at the video from yesterday or the day before. They're both very valid. There you see my trading setups, or follow me on Twitter. I update you there. They also posted a few trading setups for the price levels that I am waiting for. So I thought, let's take the time, let's look at another coin. And if there is one other coin in the last, let's say 12 months that had a major ride and has been talked about so much, then it is Solana. This has been a huge gainer, and well, I think we can say that the camp for Solana is very divided, right? There's like the half that's saying don't get it anymore, we already had a major run up, this thing is going to correct, it's going to go down. And then we have the other half who says it's not too late, because when we have the big bull market, this thing will go much higher. Full disclosure, I am not holding any Solana. I missed most of the ride because I was actually focused on other stuff. And yes, I know all the articles and everything that they launched, so many meme coins, and I know that there was so much going on Solana and the whole network, but yeah, I actually failed to accumulate at lower levels, and therefore I'm actually waiting for lower levels. But when I did my TA, I thought, I don't know if we're getting that. So let's get into the TA for today. Right now we are looking at the $159 for Solana, and believe it or not, when we were in the bear market and I pulled a tool from the top to the bottom all the way down, we corrected almost 95%. We went from 260 all the way down to approximately 11, and as of for now we are up more than 1000%. And all the way to the top it was even 1500%. So congratulations if you accumulated Solana at the bottom. Well, right now we are looking here at the daily, and most of these altcoins actually kind of look the same in the last couple months. We have our high, we have a slight lower high, and then we are coming down, and so many altcoins are coming down to the golden pocket that lines up with the value area high of a certain range. That is also for me a place where I have accumulated a lot of altcoins. Some of them have been rallying up quite hard, some of them still pretty flat, so it's a bit 50-50. And also here exactly for Solana, exactly the same. We are bouncing off value area high, golden pocket now going higher. And you can also see that I've drawn here this white line. That for me is really liquidity, because everyone who is longing or buying there will put their stops underneath these lows here, then also of course here for the value area high. So if we're going lower, we're going to take out that liquidity. I could also actually pull this a little bit lower and say, you know what, actually this whole range here is liquidity, but this for me is actually now the most important. Why am I saying this? Well, that's because I think if we are going lower and we're going to take out this liquidity right here underneath the value area high, I think we're coming for this, etc. And this can be a waterfall down very fast, so be careful with that. This is actually really your must level to hold. If we break it, I want to see a further continuation down, and that maybe will be a good buying opportunity. Let me right away jump into a few short trades that you could take. Now, I have to say right away, this will not be a short trade that I will take. And the reason for that is very simple. You could say I'm taking my first short here from the golden pocket 78.6, and I'm trading it down, and then yeah, you could take profit here approximately at that value area high. The risk reward will be good, at least a 1, 2, 3 depending on your entry and your stop loss. You could also maybe squeeze out a little bit more. If you say, you know what, I'm doing a textbook, I need to put my stop loss above the highs, then actually it's pretty bad. You need to aim then for lower, so watch out with your leverage and with your position size. But the reason why I actually would not take this trade is that if we're going above here the golden pocket 78.6, you have these highs, and then there is nothing. There is nothing until the all-time high here at approximately $260. So this for me will be a very tricky short trade. One other short that I will be entertaining would be an SFP of the current high. So the price is then going higher. You fail to make really a higher high, and then you right away go lower. So the candle does this. This is your entry, stop loss above the high, and then you just trade it to the downside, take some profit along the way, and eventually leave something running. That could be a short, and the same as then of exactly here for the all-time high. But if we're zooming out, and let me take this out, then we cannot deny that we're actually just in a macro bull trend. So yeah, would it then make sense to really aim for a swing short? Here it made sense to aim for a swing short. Bull market is over, we're going into bear market territory. Hold your shorts as long as you can. But here is actually now the opposite. We are entering now here a bull market, so actually you should aim then for longs and trying to hold them as long as possible. Well, we do have a few very interesting confluences if we scale out a little bit. So now I'm pulling the volume range all the way here from the beginning, and I'm also taking the liquidity here out. And if I then also move this all the way to the bottom, then you could also say, you know what, if we are getting a bigger retrace, then you can see that the very macro value area high that we already building up all the way from 2021 until now actually lines up with approximately that golden pocket that we're then creating from the bear market bottom. Actually need to put this a little bit lower. Bear market bottom all the way to the current high. This will be a major zone for me to accumulate. Now this in percentage wise is pretty big, so don't get fooled. It looks maybe not as big, but actually it is. We were talking here about 15%. I would not leverage trade this, because then you can maybe use a 2 or 3x leverage. I would just spot trade this and really just build up your spot portfolio. Preferably we would do then something like this. We eventually are going lower and we are going to take liquidity, so we're changing market structure, right? We have our high, our lower high. Here we already have our lower low, lower high, and then here we are going to take the liquidity underneath these lows. We are finding acceptance within that value area. Everyone is starting to panic. Oh no, we're going lower, we're going lower, we're going lower, and then we're right away shooting higher again, and we're changing market structure so that we are kind of then back testing here that value area high, and then to go higher. That would be approximately around the level of $80. If we would go to approximately $80 the next couple months, I will be accumulating, I will be buying. I think that is for now the best opportunity. The most traded volume, so the point of control, is here approximately $21, $22. Principle would say if you find acceptance within the value area, usually go down or at least go to the point of control. But you don't want to see price going back to $21, because you have to ask yourself the question, what does it say if an asset first runs up from amount X all the way to the top 1500% to then only retrace that almost completely? Something is going on. That is bearish. There are no buyers. There is a second story. There's a hidden agenda. There is something in the order books. So if you are really buying something that is so strong, that's so bullish, you do not want to see such a deep retracement. So actually the retracement that I draw in here around that $80 is already extreme. That is already a lot. I mean, we're talking here then from the entire move approximately 65%. Therefore also the golden pocket, of course. So that is already a lot, and in dollars amount, of course, it is more than half. But that actually would shake out most of the people, because then we're really thinking, oh my god, we're taking out the lows, finding acceptance, we are going lower, and that will be a very nice moment to trap traders and then to shoot up to the upside. Then a few bullish targets. Well, to be honest with you, this is very hard, because after we surpass $260, we're in price discovery. This thing could end at $270, $280. We could go to $400, $500, maybe even $1,000. Everyone knows that during bull markets in crypto, there's almost no rules. Anything with barely a use case can suddenly pump up hundreds of percents. And I think Solana is a very big coin. There's a good community. There are a lot of working products. So I do see this going much higher, but this already has a pretty big market cap. Personally, and this is just a little bit sucked out of the fig thumb, I would aim for approximately $500. That is more than a 3x from now, but that will be approximately a 25x here from the bottom, and it would be a 2x approximately from the previous all-time high. I think in the peak of the bull market, this should be absolutely doable. So $500 for Solana, peak of the bull market, is my first very big target. After that, I would just round it up with approximately with $100, so to 600, 700, 800, because let's be honest, no one knows where the exact top will be. Like I said, it could be 500, could be 1,000. In the mania of the bull market, anything is possible. But I have to say, so far I'm really impressed by the strength here of the coin and what it has performed already, although we're not in a full 100% bull market, but some of these altcoins already showed a lot of strength. So I think there's still much more to go. If we ever hit approximately $80, I'm definitely buying, and my major target for the bull market is approximately $500 for Solana. Okay guys, that will be it for today. If you like these kinds of updates, if you want me to chart more altcoins, then please let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to do so. And when you're down there anyways, then please do me a favor by liking, subscribing, clicking on the bell, clicking on all so you don't miss anything. And also, of course, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm pretty active on Twitter nowadays. Both of those links you'll find in the description. And I'll see you guys very, very soon again in the next one. Bye-bye.